Hey everyone! Today I am making a Stardew Valley tier list, and this is based on how likely I would be to let the different Stardew NPCs watch or hold my drink for me at the bar, right? So, for our different tiers, up top we have guarded with their life. These are people who would not let anyone near my drink. They will give you the stink eye if you even got close to my drink. And then following up, we have totally safe. Trust these people. Nothing's gonna happen. Then we have probably fine. Like, they haven't done anything to make me think anything bad, but then we have these are people that I don't know if I'd want them to have my drink. And then we have distracted. These are people who wouldn't necessarily do anything bad to my drink, but I don't know if I want them to be watching it. And then we have don't trust. These are people that I think might do something to my drink, right? No. And then we'd have I'd rather just buy a new drink. These are people I wouldn't even consider letting watch my drink in the first place, right? Okay, so we are going to start off with the lovely Abigail. And Abigail, I'm gonna go ahead and put her in totally safe. And that's because she's not letting anything happen to my drink. She feels like a girl's girl, you know, she knows what it's all about. She's not letting anything happen to it. I definitely trust her. And then we have Alex, which is a strong start. And I feel like it kind of depends with Alex on if you're romancing him or not, but this is going to be based on you're not romancing Alex. So between and don't trust, I think I'm actually gonna put him in don't trust. I don't know. I feel like he wouldn't get why I'd have to have someone watch my drink in the first place. I think he'd view it as kind of stupid. And then we have the pirate lady. And if I'm being completely honest, I think my drink's probably fine with her. I don't think she's doing anything to it. I feel like she has lived a very long life, and she knows what's up, and I think it's probably fine with her. And then we have the security guy, and I think he's gonna guard it with his life. He's literally a security guard. It is his job. He's not letting anything happen to my drink. If I told him to hold it and watch it and I gave him like $5, I feel like he would take that very seriously. And we have Caroline. I don't trust Caroline for a second. No, she wants me to have too good of a time, right? And no, she's slipping something in there to make me have a little extra fun, and that makes me uncomfortable. And then we have Clint. And I feel like Clint's kind of, you know, a lot of people wouldn't trust Clint or probably wouldn't let him have your drink in the first place because of his personality. But honestly, I'm putting him in distracted. Like, I feel like he would try to watch it, and then he'd get so distracted by something that Emily's doing that he'd forget I gave him my drink in the very first place, right? So I don't think he's doing anything to it, but I don't think he's taking the job very seriously. And then we have Demetrius. And I'm gonna put Demetrius in Like, I don't know. I probably wouldn't give him my drink in the first place, but, like, he's not gonna do anything to it if I do give it to him. I feel like he might accidentally spill it or something, though. Because, like, you know, he has that weaponized incompetence going on. And then we have the dwarf. The dwarf, he doesn't understand why he has to watch my drink. Right? Like, I don't think he gets the seriousness. And he'd probably be like, okay, you want me to watch it do what? Right? I'm actually gonna put him ahead of Demetrius in And next up, we have Elliot. Now, I feel like Elliot bought me the drink in the first place, right? I feel like it's probably fine. He's not doing anything to my drink. He's chill. Elliot's really chill. As I said, he probably bought me the drink. And then we have Emily. And Emily is literally a bartender. Like, if I gave her my drink, it would be totally safe with her. She'd probably put it behind the bar. She's not letting anyone touch it or go near it while I go to the bathroom. And I'm actually going to put her at the top of totally safe because of this. Like, she's not letting anything happen to my drink. She's just not. And I think it's fairly obvious. And then we have Granny Evelyn. And I feel kind of bad. I'm putting Granny Evelyn in distracted. And that's she's kind of old. I don't think she literally loses her own glasses, right? And if you give her broken ones, she thinks that they're hers. I love Evelyn, but she's not all there, and I feel like she'd set it down and forget that she was watching it. And then we have George. And this might be a hot take, but my drink is totally safe with George. Like, once you get on George's good side, he may not get why you want him to watch your drink, but if you told him to, he's not letting anyone near it. Like, I feel like people are kind of intimidated by George anyway, so they're not gonna approach George to try to roofie my drink in the first place. My drink is totally safe with George. It's totally safe. Then we have Gil, and I'd just rather buy a new drink. I could give him my drink, he'd be asleep 2 seconds later. He doesn't know what's happening. So I'm not giving him my drink in the first place. No. I'd rather just buy a new drink than have to trust it with Gil. And in a pretty similar vein, we're going to the goblin guy from the witch's hut. He literally fails at his one job, which is protecting the witch's hut if you give him void mayonnaise. He is incredibly distracted. You could give him void mayonnaise and he would forget the assignment immediately. He is distracted. He is distracted. And I don't think it's entirely his fault, but, you know, he would not do the assignment properly. And then we have the governor. And I actually kind of debated on where to put the governor in this tier list, but ultimately I put him in A, because, like, he's not gonna do anything to it. But we don't know enough about him. I don't know if I trust him. I feel like he might forget that it's my drink and then take a sip of it. You know what I mean? And I don't want governor mouth juices. And then we have Grandpa, and I'd rather buy a new drink. I'm sorry, Grandpa, but you are literally dead. How are you going to protect it? How are you going to protect it, Grandpa? It's not that I don't trust you, but you are literally a ghost. Literally a ghost, right? So I'm just going to buy a new drink. And then we have Gunther. And Gunther is very caring about the museum. He loves that stuff so much. He takes it so seriously. I feel like he gets the assignment when I say to watch my drink, right? Like, if I give it to him, I know that he sees the value and why I'm asking him to do that. And then we have Gus, and Gus is also going straight to guard with their life. Because, again, he's literally the owner of the Stardrop Saloon. He doesn't want anything happening to anyone. He's such a caring guy in the first place. And also being the owner of the saloon, he's not letting anything happen to it. He's not letting anything happen to it. It makes no sense. Then we have Haley. And honestly, I think my drink's probably fine with Haley. I don't think she's doing anything to it. I think she gets it. I think she's also, like, had people watch her drinks before. Even though she doesn't go in the saloon that often, like, the only time she's in the saloon is in 1.6, I'm pretty sure. Or, like, maybe cutscenes, but I don't know. But she's not letting anything happen to it. It's probably fine. Then we have Harvey, and, I mean, Harvey's literally a doctor. I debated putting him in guard with his life, but he's not... He's not that intense. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Harvey towards the top of totally safe. He's literally a doctor. I feel like he would argue with me about how I shouldn't be drinking in the first place. But then again, he wouldn't let anyone put anything in it. And Jazz. Jazz. Jazz is distracted. She just wants to go play. She doesn't know why she's watching my drink. She's gonna set it down and then go play jump rope. And that's okay, because she is a child and she should not have that responsibility in the first place. Right? And then we have Jody. Now, I love Jody, right? And it took me a second between probably fine and totally safe to decide where to put her. And I think it's because she is so busy with the boys all the time, is why I'm putting it in probably fine instead of totally safe. Right, because she's not doing anything to it. But she's a very busy woman. And then we have Kent. And Kent, I'm putting an eh. He's not doing anything to it. He doesn't really get why I have to do it. And I debated putting him distracted, but I have a little more faith in Kent than that. And, like, he would guard it with his life. But, like, I feel like he'd forget the assignment, right? He has a war flashback or something. Then we have Krobus. And Krobus, guarding it with his life, you tell him that this is the thing he needs to do. He needs to watch it. He needs to not let anyone near it. And he's not going to let that happen. Krobus is there for you, right? And so is Leah. Leah would beat someone over the head with a stick if they tried to do anything with your drink. And that is my headcanon. Right? And then we have Leo. Leo, I don't trust Leo with my drink. Not because he'd do anything to it, but because he doesn't get the severity of it. I wouldn't give it to him in the first place. But, like, he could watch it, but he wouldn't be my first pick to watch my drink, right? He doesn't know the severity of it. He's very naive, and that's okay, because, again, he is another child. Then we have Mayor Lewis. Yeah, no. Mayor Lewis is not watching my drink. He's not watching my drink. He's not going to do it in the first place, even if I ask, I don't think. And if he did, he would 1,000% blow me off and not want to watch it. He'd be like, why? Why am I doing this? You know, he would just be completely oblivious. No. But then we have Linus. And my drink's probably fine with Linus. Now, Linus probably isn't trying to do anything to my drink, but I feel like he might let something, like, not bad happen to it, but, like, I feel like there might be a bug in my drink. I'm sorry, Linus. I'm so sorry. You're not letting anything happen to it. Then we have Marlin. Marlin is probably fine. He can defend stuff, but I don't know how I feel about it, so I'm going to put him in eh, because I don't know Marlin that well, right? We don't know Marlin as a person that well. So he's going in eh, right? Yeah. And then we have Marnie. I definitely like Marnie more than Lewis. But I don't know with this one, guys. I'm gonna put her in eh. I'm gonna put her in eh. Because she knows why I'm doing it, but she doesn't take the assignment that seriously. And also, this is, like, the first time I'm noticing Marnie's hair is braided. I don't think I've ever noticed that her hair is in a braid until this very moment. And that kind of changes my perspective of her a little bit. But she's staying in eh. She's staying in eh. And then Maru. I love Maru. My drink is totally safe with Maru. She gets it. She's a nurse. My drink's totally safe with her. And then Morris. No. Just no. No, he's not watching my drink. He's not touching my drink. He's not gonna look at me while I'm drinking my drink. You know, I'm not letting, no. Moving on. Pam, I don't trust Pam. I'd rather buy a new drink than let Pam near my drink. She is the only character who has literally spiked drinks before in canon. She spikes the drink. I think it's at the Feast of the Winter Star. Maybe it's at one of the other festivals, but she literally put something in the punch. Maybe it's at the Egg Fest. I don't know. But one of the festivals, she spikes the drinks, and that is not okay. That is not okay. She wants us to have a fun time, and I get that, but no. And then we have Penny. I don't like Penny, right? Personally, I have beef with Penny. I can't tell you why. I don't like Penny. We've never gotten along, but she's kind of like a teacher. My drink's probably fine with her. She'd watch it, right? Like she's not gonna let anyone slip anything into it, but I wouldn't want her to watch it. And then Pierre right there with his wife Caroline, he is trying to get me to have a fun time. And I don't like the implications of that with Pierre, if I'm being completely honest. I don't. Yeah, no. I don't trust, look at his face. I don't trust Pierre. And then we have Mr. Key. Mr. Key's not watching my drink. Look at this face. That's the face of someone who's going to put something in your drink. I do not trust Mr. Key like that. He is so suspicious. He is so suspicious. Absolutely not. I'd rather buy a new one. And then Sweet Mommy Robin, she's not letting anyone near it. Much like the other redhead Leah on this list, she is beating someone with a block of wood if they try to get to it. Very protective mom vibes. Love Robin, right? Love Robin. And up next, we have Sam. Now, Sam knows why, but to me, Sam is one of the more childish bachelors, and I feel like he'd get distracted. Not on purpose, he's not trying to hurt me or anything, but someone would call his name, and he just has ADHD, and he's gonna go over to them. And then we have Sandy. Sandy knows what's up. She knows what's up. My drink is totally safe with Sandy. She's probably excited that she's out and about that day. She's ready for a girls' night with me and Emily, and she's not letting anything happen to either one of us. Right? She is the girl's girl. Then we have Sebastian. And I kind of debated on where I wanted to put Sebastian. But ultimately, I feel like Sebastian is safe. Because despite the emo vibes, I feel like he's one of those that's really kind of a teddy bear at heart. He doesn't want you to get hurt. And he knows why he's watching your drink, right? He's not going to let anything happen. And then we have Shane. And I can fix him girly with Shane. But if I'm being completely honest, I don't trust Shane to watch my drink. He himself is an alcoholic, and while I don't think he'd put anything like inappropriate in it or illegal in it, I feel like he's adding more alcohol to my drink. Right? He's like, you're not having a good enough time tonight, right? He's already sad, and he wants everyone else to feel that way too. And then we have, I think his name's Professor Snail from Ginger Island. And I don't know. It's probably fine. I mean, he's a professor, right? It's probably okay. But I don't know for sure, but it's probably fine. Then we have Vincent, and Vincent, I don't trust Vincent. Vincent's not putting anything illegal in my drink, but I feel like he might put a bug in it to try to spook me, you know? Like, he's a classic little boy. He's gonna put something gross in it and watch me drink it and burst out laughing. And I love Vincent, and Vincent's very sweet and very cute, but I could totally see him doing that. Tell me you can't. Tell me I'm wrong. And then we have Willie. Willie is straight to totally safe. I trust that man with my life. And I definitely trust Willie with my drink as well. I almost debated putting Garen with his life, but I went with totally safe. And then we have the wizard. The wizard, I'm not letting him watch my drink in the first place. I can't tell you why necessarily, but like after the magic tree thing with the Junimo. Yeah, no, I'm not letting him watch my drink in the first place. Right? Like, he has his own stuff going on. Like, are you gonna look at me? He's got ties with Caroline, you know? Because are you gonna look at me and tell me that this girl right here is not, definitely not Pierre's? She's not Pierre's. She is the wizard's daughter. So he has ties with Caroline, and both of them like to have a little fun on the weekends, is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. He's not watching my drink. But yeah, so this is my Stardew Valley Would I Let Them Watch My Drink tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, let me know if there's any other rankings that are a bit more creative that you guys would like me to do with Stardew Valley, because I had a ton of fun making this. But I will see you guys next time. Bye!